Good morning, students. In the last lecture of the object-oriented programming, we were discussed the term of virtual base class in C++. Now, in this lecture, we will start our next point as a abstract classes in a C++. In this lecture, we will see what is an abstract class. First, we will see what is a abstract class. By definition, an abstract class in C++ is a class that has at least one pure virtual function, that is a function that has no definition. By definition, what is an abstract class? The abstract class is a class that has at least one pure virtual function. What is the pure virtual function? Pure virtual function is a function that has no definition. Only function prototype is there. The function which has only a function declaration or function prototype is there, no function definition is occurred, that type of function we called as a pure virtual function. What is an abstract class? Abstract class is a class that has at least one pure virtual function. Then what is a pure virtual function? Pure virtual function is a function that has no function definition. Only function prototype is there. The classes inheriting the abstract class must provide a definition for a pure virtual function. Otherwise, the subclass would become an abstract class itself. In the abstract class, the classes that are inheriting the abstract class, that classes must provide the definition for a pure virtual function. The abstract class contains only the function declaration, but the inheriting classes of that particular abstract class must provide or must contain the definition for that pure virtual function. That means a abstract class contain only a pure virtual function. That means a function that has no definition. Only function prototype, only function declaration is occurred in the abstract class, but the inheriting classes of that particular abstract class contain the definition for that pure virtual function. The abstract classes are essential to providing an abstraction to the code to make it reusable and extendable. For example, a vehicle parent class with truck and motorbike inheriting from it is an abstraction that easily allows more vehicles to be allowed. However, even though all vehicles have wheels, then not all vehicles have same number of wheels. All the vehicles have a wheels, but all the vehicles have not same number of wheels. This is where a pure virtual function is needed. There is one base class, that is a vehicle. There are two subclasses, truck and motorbike. Truck and motorbike inheriting the class vehicle. Vehicle is an parent class and truck and motorbike are the subclass. In this situation, the abstract class is needed. Suppose all vehicles have a wheels. Vehicles have a wheels, but not all vehicles have a same number of wheels. The truck having a different number of wheels and motorbike having a different number of wheels. So in this situation we need a pure virtual function. That means a pure virtual function is defined for a wheels, number of wheels is defined in this vehicle abstract class, and that pure virtual function definition is defined separately into derived classes truck and motorbike, because the number of wheels is different for the different vehicles. This is an abstract class. Consider another example of shape based class with subclasses triangle and rectangle that inherit the shape class. Consider another one example. In this example, shape is an base class and rectangle and triangle are the subclasses or derived classes from the base class shape. Now, suppose we need a function to return the area of shape. Suppose we need a function that calculates the area of shape. The function will be declared in the shape class. Then that calculate area function is defined in the declared in the shape base class. However, it cannot be defined there as the formula for the area is different for the each shape. Here in this shape class only that function is declared. The function is not defined in this base class shape because the formula for the different shape is different. For formula for the rectangle shape is different. The formula for the triangle shape is different. So in this case the calculate area function only declared in the shape class and that function is defined in the derived classes. Therefore, the pure virtual function for calculating area will be implemented differently by each subclasses. So here in this example, the pure virtual function for the calculating area is implemented differently for different subclasses. So here in this example only the area function is declared in the shape class and that function is implemented into its subclasses separately. This is an abstract class. First we will see how to define a pure virtual function in C++. We know that a pure virtual functions are the virtual functions with no definition. The pure virtual functions are one virtual functions but that have no function definition. And that pure virtual function start with the virtual keyword and ends with a 0. That pure virtual function start with a virtual keyword and ends with a 0 value. Here is the syntax for declaring a pure virtual function. How to define a particular function as a pure virtual function? First, we want to use a virtual keyword. Then, we want to use the return type. Here is a return type void because it does not return any value. And then, there is a function name. And then, we are assigning here function value to the 0. This is an pure virtual function. We need to define a pure virtual function in the abstract class. Pure virtual function means what? That is one virtual function that not contain any function definition. Only the function prototype is there. Function declaration is there. No function definition occurred in that class. That is a pure virtual function. In this way, we can define a pure virtual function. Pure virtual function starts with a virtual keyword and ends with a 0 value. There are some characteristics or some interesting facts related with the abstract class, that are: a class is an abstract if it has at least one pure virtual function. If any class have one pure virtual function, then that class is an abstract class. We can have pointers and references of an abstract class type. We can have pointers and references related with the abstract class. We can apply the pointer and references to the abstract class data members. If we do not override the pure virtual function in derived class, then derived class also becomes an abstract class. If we not override the pure virtual function in derived class, then that derived class is an also abstract class. And an abstract class can have constructor. We can define the constructors in abstract class. These are the some interesting facts related with the abstract class. The abstract class is used only to derive other classes. The abstract class is only used for derive the different other classes. For example, shape is an abstract base class with derived classes like square, circle and rectangle. In this example, consider the shape class is an abstract class which derive the classes circle, rectangle and triangle. Here is an program for that abstract class. See this program. Here is an abstract class shape. In that shape class, there is an one data member. Shape is an abstract class because it contains a pure virtual function. See that how that pure virtual function is defined. In that abstract class, there is an one data member, that is L. Then next, that shape class contain one member function, that is get data. Get data function inputs the value for the L. Then next, there is an one pure virtual function. So this shape class becomes an abstract class. See that how the pure virtual function is defined. For defining a pure virtual function, we are using a virtual keyword. After that, return type, then function name, and the pure virtual function ends with equal to 0. We are assigning a 0 value to the pure virtual function. Here is an declaration for the pure virtual function calculate area. Calculate area is the pure virtual function for the class shape. So the class shape contains the pure virtual function. So that class shape becomes an abstract class. Then next, there are two derived classes from that class shape, square and circle. Here is an class square. How the derived class is defined? Class square colon visibility mode and base class name. In that, there is an we are calling a pure virtual function. In the derived class, there is an definition for the pure virtual function. Our pure virtual function is what? Calculate area. Calculate area, and here is an definition. There are different formula for calculating the area of square and area of circle. So here we are defining that particular calculate area function as a pure virtual function. So here for calculating the area of square, there is an formula L into L. This formula calculates the area of square. This is an class definition for the square class. So there is another one class, that is a circle class, that is derived from a class shape. So how the derived class is defined? Class circle colon visibility mode and base class. What is our base class? Our base class is shape. Shape is our abstract class. Then in that circle class we are defining the calculate area function. There is an different formula for calculating the area of circle, that is 3.14 into L into L. That is this is the formula for calculating the area of circle. So here is a definition for the calculating area of circle. This is the class definition for the class circle. In the main function we are creating the object of a square class, as well as we are creating the object of a circle class. There are two derived classes from the class shape, so we are creating the object of each class. Then for entering the length, for calculating the area, there is one message is displayed, enter length to calculate the area of square. Then by using the object of square we are calling the getData method, which is written in the shape class. This inputs the length for the calculating area of particular shape. Then we are displaying the area of square and we are calling the calculate area function of a square class. Then here we are displaying a message as enter radius to calculate the area of circle. Then we are inputting another one value for calculating the area of circle, that is radius, and by using the getData function which is written in the shape class we are inputting a radius, and by using the calculate area function defined in the circle class we are calculating the area of circle and that area will be displayed. This is the example of abstract class, in which shape is one abstract class because that shape class contain a pure virtual function. We know that what is a pure virtual function? A class that contain at least a pure virtual function we said to as a abstract class. So here there is one pure virtual function, calculate area. So this shape class is an abstract class. How to define a pure virtual function? Pure virtual function is defined by using a virtual keyword. Here is an virtual keyword, return type, then calculate area, and pure virtual function ends with a 0 value. Pure virtual function does not have a function definition, only declaration is there and the function definition is written into derived classes. This is a example of abstract class. While you are executing this program, you will get the output as first it will display the message as enter length to calculate the area of square. First it calculates the area of square, then it will input the value for the area, input value for the radius to calculate the area of circle, that is then it calculates the area of circle. This is the example of abstract class. In today's lecture, we were seeing the abstract class. What is an abstract class? Abstract class is a class which contains at least one pure virtual function in it. And abstract classes are used to provide an interface for its subclasses. In today's lecture, first we will see what is an abstract class. What is an abstract class? By definition, abstract class is a class that has at least one pure virtual function. What is a pure virtual function? A function that has no definition. That function we called as a pure virtual function. Only the function declaration is there. Then we will see the example of, abstract class. For example, there is one class, base class shape, and there are two subclasses, rectangle and triangle. Suppose we want to find a area of shape, then the function declared, only the area function is declared in a shape. The pure virtual function for the area is defined in the base class shape, because the formula for calculating the area of rectangle and area of triangle is different. So here the pure virtual function for calculate area is implemented differently by each subclasses, that is rectangle and triangle. So here for pure virtual function, area is defined in the rectangle class and triangle class separately. This is a abstract class. Now we were discussed about how to define a pure virtual function in C++. We know that a pure virtual functions are a functions with no definition. That means only pure virtual functions are present with only a function declaration, and that declaration is start with the virtual keyword and ends with a value 0. Here is an syntax for defining a pure virtual function. How to define a pure virtual function? By using a virtual function, a virtual keyword, then return type, then function name, and at last and at end we are using a 0 value. Then we are discussed about the characteristics, different characteristics of a abstract classes. Then we were seen one example for calculating a area of circle, rectangle and triangle by using the abstract class. This is the example of the abstract class, in which there is one abstract class shape, because this shape class contain a pure virtual function. So we called a shape class as an abstract class. And there are two derived classes, square and circle, because here we are defining a calculate area function as a pure virtual function. So here only the function declaration is there, because the area of square formula is different and area of circle formula is, for calculating area of circle formula is different. So that formula definition is written separately into its derived classes. So it is an abstract class. Here is an only function declaration with pure virtual function, and function definition is written into its derived class separately. And in the main function we are creating the object of each derived class separately, and by using that objects of that particular class we are calling the function defined in the functions defined into a particular class separately. This is an abstract class. Okay, thank you.